Many thanks for joining us this morning. It is time once again, Michael Adekule. So good morning to you.
Yeah,
welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
And, good morning to our esteemed viewers. Thank God today. Thank God is Tuesday, right?
Yeah, Tuesday.
I pray that God will make today be a memorable day of your life.
Amen.
All right, Femi, good morning to
Good
you
morning
too.
to you, Mr. Michael, and good morning to our viewers across the globe. We welcome you to our program this morning. We say, may God continue to be with you as you continuously glue to this program. Thank you very much, sir. Wow.
All right, thank you very much. We appreciate your presence here this morning. The viewers on the platform, we say a big thank you for getting us this beautiful morning. All right, the 10th of March 2026. What do we have on the Nigerian Tribune newspaper? Yeah, diverse stories, different stories to be discussed this morning, especially that of the hike in petrol price. Yeah, Nigerians are bracing for more hardship. I call it renewed hardship in the country. As we have it on papers, as we have reports, petrol is now sold for 1,200 naira, 1,300 naira in some states. In Lagos State, it's sold for 1,250, 1,230. In Ibadan, Ogun, Delta State, 1,300 naira. Right, we shall be looking at this issue this morning. What is the cause of this current hike in petrol price? Also, in our political space, we learned yesterday that the governor of Zamfara, was carpeted to the ruling All Progressives Congress. This is another development. We do call it a bad news for PDP and a good news for the ruling All Progressives Congress.
Yeah, it's a bad news for PDP and a good news for APC. But when you look at the PDP itself, you don't know. That bad news who really concern most. You see, Wike, because if anybody was carpet from PDP to APC, I don't think Wike will be so saddened, because that's what he's looking for. All what Wike is looking for is to make sure that Asiwaju continue in 2031. So, but I think the real PDP that we want to be crying now at the pro Seyi Makinde, that even yesterday judgment is not even in their paper. So it's a bad news for them in that caucus.
All right, it's a bad news for them. And Wike has challenged Seyi Makinde and Turaki to Supreme Court after Apeal Court's victory. What do you have to say?
I want to say that it's unfortunate in our very eyes we see democracy collapsing. You see, I can bet you Wike is using the military, the federal government might to do whatever it's doing. And that is why you can no longer talk about, separation of powers. We have seen the other two arms of government that are supposed to function separately, you understand, in the interest of the people, have all collapsed in the interest of, the president, which is very unfair. That is not how democracy is. You can never have a democracy without a functional opposition. You understand? But today, you can imagine the defection. Most Nigerians can't really say exactly what they are telling these governors. If we have a system where the president is, using the magic wand, we are seeing that things are changing, economically, security-wise, and you see governors defecting. We say maybe it is because of, the ingenuity of the president to make things work that is responsible for the defection. But we are living in a time in Nigeria where things have never been this difficult. We are living in a time in Nigeria where, we really do not know the direction where we are going to anymore. But in spite of that, you see governors defecting. The question is, why are they defecting? The National Assembly, we cannot say they are representing Nigerians anymore. The judiciary, that is supposed to be the hope of the last hope of the common man, we are seeing them, the entire thing is looking as if they are working for the same, cause, not for the, not for championing the cause of Nigerians, and it is really unfortunate.
The PDP, as we all know, lacks the ability to resolve its own crisis. The party now depends on courts for settlement. Turaki has said that there's no going back, and its own faction is not giving up, and has revealed the next move. And what's the next move? Just to go to Supreme Court and appeal. But what will end it, Femi?
Mr. Michael, we have said it here. We that we are not for a politician, we are just a watcher, and we are analyzing what we see. We have told everybody that care to listen that let us be factual, let us be realistic, and not add emotions to things. Now, what they did in that convention is not convention.
You said it was a party or something?
You said it here that it was just they are together.
End of
the year party. That is it. The chairman of the convention was not yet. It was at Osun State. Governor the dancing governor.
Adeleke.
He didn't come to Oyo. The chairman of this thing, Fintiri came. He didn't spend 30 minutes. When he got there, he said, this is not
what's going on.
That's going on here.
This is a birthday party.
This is a birthday party. And he left. He didn't even spend 30 minutes. And after that one, he left the party. He decamped to APC. So what I'm trying to say is that, I will not say they shouldn't, pursue the case up to Supreme Court. But me that I stand here, I think it was yesterday that I was giving them 70-30.
Yeah.
Yes, I said 70 for pro Wike and 30 for pro Seyi. Makinde that if the case is the other way around, then I will be surprised. So likewise, I still stand on my belief that even if they reach Supreme Court, the answer will still be the same thing. That what you did in that place, that's not consensus.
But what are they even fighting for? Because when you look at it now, almost all the governors in PDP have decamped to the Union Progressive Congress. We have about 34 governors.
I don't even know. I even lost count.
I think they are just flexing muscles. Those ones that are, the pro Makinde and that of Wike, just flexing muscles. I dare you. You can't get it. I will get it. Let's go now. But unfortunately, because of federal might, we can see that I don't see, I don't see Tinubu losing out in any aspect. Seriously, the way it's going, it is easier for anybody to say he will have the day because you see him going all out. One, by virtue of governors defecting to APC, it has weakened the strength of the opposition. The coalition that we thought, should be able to bring hope to Nigerians, we don't see any viable opposition with the coalition. They seem not to agree among themselves. And I feel Tinubu, because I can't, I believe Tinubu has set out machineries to ensure that opposition never come together, never come to that place of unity that they can challenge. Because if they are not united, they cannot. Opposition has an opportunity to unseat this government if they are truly sincere, with themselves, and if there is that, agreement that our primary aim is to unseat this government. It's possible because this government, the APC popularity among Nigerians seems to be going down on a daily basis. But then the way they are doing it, even though we thought the opposition would take advantage of the reality on ground, and then so that Nigerians will now, so that they can expose the weakness of this government, then Nigeria will now see the direction they should go. But we are not seeing that.
Currently, APC has about
32 or so.
31 or 32. I think I was too fast.
So what is remaining again?
Because Bala Mohammed too. Bro has not told us. He's doing what? He's doing medical. Yes. He's doing medical. So
you are not a sports. So he's doing medical.
So definitely, where do you think you'll be cross carpeting to?
He's APC now. They have not told us. They have not told us. But the body language show. Now I want to liken Wike and Tinubu to the golden era of Baka, where you have Messi all around and you have Iniesta, supporting him. So Wike is Iniesta, why Tinubu is Messi that is scoring the goal all the time. Oya give me the pass and just pass me the ball. So they have blocked Mr. Michael, sorry, Otidegberi hunting in the bush. When you are hunting, you block the whole of that giant rabbit. Then they put fire. Then people raise cutlass. The minute it come out, they started killing them. That's the strategy that you see. Wike is pushing them from PDP, and Tinubu is ready to catch them and say, "Break it up, just bring them." And that's the strategy. So some of these government that are the campaign, it's not their fault. When your enemy make you lose, focus. When they don't allow you to know the direction you are going to. So the next thing is for you to now. Yoruba will say if you want to eat a toad, you should eat the one, at least the one that has egg. That's what Yoruba said. So if I want to decamp, let me decamp to where it is happening now, and they dangling biscuit bone in your front. That's where you will go. So that's the result of what is happening. I've told you that no sitting governor with the political sense will sit down comfortably inside PDP now, and they will think that it's going somewhere. No, the answer is no.
What are they fighting for?
So the only little one that are not even going for second time, those ones that are going for second time, okay, before the conduct they have crossed to APC. I cannot sit down here. Yeah, I don't know my fate. Those ones that are not going for, second time, they are the ones that remain at Daman. Like Seyi Makinde is not going for second time. Bala Mohammed of Bauchi is not going for second time. So those ones, what they are looking for now is their future political. Their future politically. The one they want to play under what platform? I think, and when you look at that one, it has become a secondary thing. It doesn't affect them directly.
All right, APC now controls 31. So 31 states, leaving other states for APGA, Labour Party, and Accord. I think Accord is in Osun State. Yes. APGA, Anambra, Labour Party, Alexoti, that's Abia State.
Then Bauchi.
PDP is still there, but we don't know.
So Bauchi is the only where PDP is
controlling now. Wow, too bad.
The thing is, politicians, an average Nigerian politician wants to remain relevant in politics, and then they will always look at
even out of this state, out of this remaining state, some are supporting Tinubu.
Yes, Anambra,
APGA. Anambra is support. Even before the elections.
That's why we are telling
Alexoti. I think he's also supporting Tinubu.
Alexoti is a friend of Tinubu, but politically, I don't think Alexoti will have that morale to come out publicly and tell people of Abia to vote.
Whereas in a comfortable zone, Alexoti does not have a position.
He doesn't have a position in Abia. So when it comes to, state governorship election, you need to be treated softly so that people will know. Have issue against it. So he will be very, very careful looking at people's body language. You will not want to come, although it's a friend to Tinubu.
Not about you, Ibadan, Oyo, PDP.
Yeah.
Yes. Who controls Ibadan?
Yes. Currently now, yes.
So two states for PDP, and 31 for APC. Wow. That's
very, very unfortunate.
All right. What about Adeleke Osun State? Accord.
Adeleke is in Accord. And I wish him best.
Is he supporting the APC? Is he supporting Tinubu for second term?
That one too. I think one of the problem Adeleke was having was that they want to reach collabo like Soludo and Tinubu in Anambra. But unfortunately, when he wanted to become to APC, there was a block. I told him that you can't. If you come, you are going to queue behind, and the thing is not sit down well with him. So he went to Accord. So when I talk of presidency in Osun State, it's still very, very dicey because even if the governor is supporting Asiwaju in Osun State, people of Osun State, they have reserve for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I don't think they are a good time. But if the governor
wanted to join APC,
he wanted to join. He has even gone. He wanted to support
president.
People that are already in APC.
They didn't allow him.
They didn't allow him that if you come, there's no automatic ticket for you.
You have to go for primary.
You have to go for primary, and you have to go and keep behind. And all these people, you cannot beat them in their game. If Adeleke use strength to join APC, they will just
they will dust him.
They will just trust him. Look at what they did for Omisore when Omisore was doing that, and they just bring one very, very simple arithmetic. They just brought it one calculation and they screen him out. I think that's what they will have done for the governor.
All right, let's move down to the comment section. Antnam says Oshun governor would have joined APC, but they blocked
The
him.
blocking was blocked, yes.
All right, he goes on. Soludo knows road. That's why he supports the Jagaban. Follow Uno road. Okay. Antnam on this again. We told you from the beginning that it was a coalition of failures. Continue to follow losers who have no achievements. All right, what achievement does President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have?
I wonder.
Antnam, let us know. All right, Antnam goes on here. You follow negativity, the people want positivity. That's why they follow Jagaban. Not people who will continue to destroy the image of the country. Those people who politicize disasters.
Who spoiled the image of the country? Am I the one? When I wake up today, there is no Nigeria. In fact, our life has now become as epileptic as any. If 1 hour
in my area.
So I'm the one destroying the nation. If the image of Nigeria is good, who are we to? Can anybody destroy the image of America? Come and tell me now that you want to destroy. You are American, then you want to, spoil the image of America.
No stable power.
No stable power.
Fuel too. It's on the outside.
It's on the outside. We don't have any control measure that in case of electricity, if we have crisis,
in fact, I had to sleep outside yesterday.
Yes, because of it.
Because of it.
You know, I'm not the one destroy the image of it. And there is no day you wake up, you will not hear about killing.
Yes.
Which other country does that? Even in Iran, where they are fighting war than Israel. How many casualties do they record in Israel and America?
All right, pay your bills and you will have light. There's power in my area.
Oh my God!
Now,
there's no point in arguing.
I do not know how one can argue this. See, the lack of vision of our leaders has put on. For example, look at what is happening to Iran. Imagine Nigeria were able to build local content, that we have refineries that are working. You understand? We can only be here analyzing the war between America and Iran. We will not be having, the direct, impact like we are. From day one, the war started, Nigeria already feeling the heat. From day one, we are already feeling the heat because over time we had leaders who never had plans, for in case of eventuality, if things goes bad. What are we going to do? Now, if this war lasts for 2 weeks, I do not know what will happen.
for at the rate of 2,000 naira.
And then the prices of everything will go up. Because you transport the goods now to different locations.
Do you know let me teach you about the new title they give Adelabu? The Oloko Kobiri Mubiri Mofo Kobiri. Nigeria, we are enjoying, honestly speaking, people should not come out
to contest
and to contest. He should go and listen to himself now.
He's contesting governorship.
He's about to resign now. We will go and hear the glass post in Oyo State. You said yes now. You said. You said of Ibadan now. Go and check. Why are they not having like up to this moment? Honestly speaking, they are saying the reality. Okay, when we talk about what about people that are being killed every day? And when we talk that one, some people will say you should go and join soldier, as if it's everybody that Nigeria government is ready to employ. Some people have been applied to join Nigeria soldier for the 3, 4, 5 years. They are unable to give them the opportunity. Honestly speaking, it's frustrating.
All right, GOA says Tinubu massive achievement with kidnapping and army-based attacks. There is light, but you are not seeing something and saying something wholeheartedly.
See something
wholeheartedly. If Antnam said there is, if Antnam said he enjoys life in this area, what about
every other? And he now said we don't pay bill.
What about
they are using prepaid meter, for goodness sake.
So I do not understand.
So what do you pay meters?
NEPA is losing more if you don't give me right.
They are using prepaid meters. No, what do you mean you pay your bills?
All right, government is not for one person but for everybody. All right, and the government needs to do the needful on power. Let's quickly move down to, okay, we've been talking about it, power from politics to skyrocketing of fuel price. All right, Nigeria groans, that's on front page of Nigeria Tribune. Nigerians groan as petrol price rises. Petrol sells between 1,200 to 1,300 in Lagos or Ibadan Delta. Others amid Dangote price review. Petrol says PMS could rise to 2,000, AGO to 3,000 per litre. Why Nigeria is not why Nigeria is not insulated from global oil price volatility despite Dangote refinery orders, says CPPE. All right, we still have other commenters here. We have the viewers reacting to what we are saying, and Gio says, yeah, again, Mike, Femi, and John, stop complaining. There's light, but you need to know about new CNG buses.
Oh my God! Move on, Mr. Wike. Yes.
Abayaga says, but I thought Antnam lives in UK. How does he have lights in his area?
Just move on.
Antnam says, we pay bills, we get light. All right?
No problem.
Yeah, he says, there's light. Stop complaining. Go to Kunle's house and see light. Boku.
Kunle who was complaining last week.
You have come this morning.
All right. Why are we suffering this at this point? We have our own local refinery. Even if it is not a government-owned refinery, there is a private refinery in the country.
Mr. Michael, that one still want to bring me back to my conclusion when we are facing what is the name of that flu we faced that time? COVID-19.
Okay.
That's it's very, very unfortunate that Nigeria, our economy is not even stable, let alone we want to save for the rainy day. We don't have enough to eat, let alone now we want to save. I mean, we don't have enough fuel circulating, let alone there is now crisis around the world. We have removed subsidy, there is nothing putting on ground to cushion the effect for, precautionary motive, something like that, or a dangerous situation like this. It only takes, a leader with the foresight to prepare for the day like this. If they prepare for today, let alone they will prepare for tomorrow. So somebody that refused to prepare for today, he will not prepare for tomorrow. And the kind of tomorrow we are looking, the kind of scenario that can put Nigeria's life into danger has come now. We don't prepare. No preparation, nothing. In fact, this administration is treating us like our problem is not your problem. It doesn't concern us. Just go and sort yourself out.
Who is driving this increase? The domestic forces or global tension?
Normally, even though we have the Dangote refinery, but it has not really met the capacity. We are not self-sufficient, even with Dangote refining the product. Imagine you have the size of Dangote refinery 2 or 3. You understand? That is when we will say we are close to self-sufficient. We import more than what Dangote is producing. So the marketers, looking at the reality on ground, they will sell based on how they buy it, how they buy the product. And that is why it is always good that you have leaders who are visionary. I remember in 2012 when Jonathan attempted to remove this subsidy. The APC were in opposition. They were the people who went all out to say it was a bad idea. The aim was to deregulate the downstream sector. If that was achieved in 2012, I can bet you by now we will be talking about other problems. We saw what happened to communication now. We'll be talking about other problem in other sector, maybe insecurity or in other sector. But then they killed the dream. A leader, whether in the opposition or in the ruling party, should be visionary. If you see the person in the ruling party coming up with policies that are in a direction to make the country better, you support it. But they killed the agenda. They came and in day one they removed subsidy. They are yet to account to Nigerians how much they are saved from the subsidy removal. They are also here to create enabling environment or to make the business, in the oil sector, when it comes to building refinery, friendly. Because we have people who have capital that if the sector is friendly to build refinery, they would have done that. You understand? People are, you want to invest your money. You want to look at the environment where you should invest your money. If there is no friendly, Dangote at the point regretted why he built this refinery. After he spent $20 billion. The kind of attitude they are giving him. At a point he was buying crude from America. You can imagine you have crude here. Because they were frustrating him, he was buying crude from America to refine in Nigeria. So I think our problem is government, and they are doing it as if they design the country to service their interests, not the interests of the people. And that is what the people are talking.
He fights with NNPC.
He fights with almost everybody.
He fights with. So he's a very good. But I thank God that Dangote was able to. He was a pathfinder. He was able to break through some some obstacle that come on his way, and I give him kudos to that. And I want to advise whomever that want to have interest in investing in that sector, since some of these things have been removed. Simple thing that is happening is this: we are going to sell crude oil for you at the rate they are selling it at international market. As simple as that. That's the policy of federal government. But if to say is we have a government that have sympathy, they will have, leave a room for a situation like this. That, but if on unexpected happen, this is how we are going to handle it. That okay, we will stop selling to the outside, or we reduce our sales to the outside. We sell to the local refinery at the cheaper rate for that period of time until everything will resolve. There should be, the government should supposed to be running in a way that will make life comfortable for the citizen, not to be putting pepper in our eyes every day.
All right, to the comment section again. Antman says, if Jonathan wasn't weak and believed in the policy, he would have done it. Don't blame the opposition.
Imagine.
Don't blame the opposition. We can see Jagaban getting things done. There's a Chima. Good morning to you. You're welcome. And it says, Michael, the crude oil price has skyrocketed, and this is an opportunity for the year administration to turn the financial status of Nigeria for good, but they would prefer to pocket the whole thing.
One thing I know, Jonathan is a Democrat to the full. He allowed opposition to try, and that was, I think, whether should I say the mistake of Jonathan. Because if Jonathan was playing the game they are playing now, they wouldn't have been here. You understand? He allowed opposition to try. Okay, this is how we want to do it, and you said no. Okay, he decided that okay, let's go back to where it was. The same people were nursing the ambition to remove it from day one. Buhari came at the point he attempted it. It wasn't really working. Eventually, we have the Jagaban. Day one, people who even traveled for the inauguration, going back home, transportation has doubled. People who traveled to go and celebrate him during inauguration, at that very minute, after inauguration, going back, they had to pay times 2 of what they whatever. We need a government that has a human face. Whatever policy you are bringing, like Femi said, how can you have crude here and you are selling to Dangote local refinery the same international standard price? You are not even supposed to do that. You have already brought hardship to Nigeria by removing subsidy. Can you have a discussion with owners of refinery in Nigeria and say, okay, we will sell this to you at this amount. You will not sell this product after refining it outside Nigeria. Sell it in Nigeria and ensure that in this price, so that Nigerians will not feel the heat. But they run the country, we mean nothing to them. It is their estate. They divide it, among themselves.
I wonder what the ruling of Progressive Congress will be campaigning with in this election.
And then
achievements.
They will have governors. They will have
governors.
You hear their.
I think that
wait now, you will see campaign now. Campaign have never started. Maybe you are hearing some of their supporters coming out to, they say they have lights in their house. Maybe that's what I did. People will come out and tell us that if you don't have lights, I have power bank.
With insecurity. Insecurity.
Okay, what did Buhari do to campaign
with the increase in fuel price
in 2019? What do you think Buhari used to campaign? Because from the beginning of Buhari regime, we cry up to 4 years. What did he use to campaign for us in 2019 that make him a match for second time? Maybe it's campaign you are looking for. They will bring it for you. These people you are looking at, the people that they are bamboozled. They don't ready to listen to anything. Whatever their paymaster tell them, that's what they want to. Okay, ask yourself, what are they using to campaign in Kano that make them win that? By election. In River State, why do they win? APC. You to ask yourself now, is it not the same Nigeria? That's why I usually laugh at some people that say it's going to be between APC and the 200 million Nigeria, and I'm looking at it. First of all, remove 10 million APC member that doesn't there's nothing you can say. First of all, remove them. And I've been saying it that even if you want to liberate some people from slavery, you have to do work, because some people that have embraced slavery, yes, that position of being servant is your more than unlike here. That is how you want to begin it. If you are not trying to liberate him, okay, you will work. You want him to have issue with his boss. Now you will be loyal. the dead do us pass.
I think some achievements made by the administration of President Bola, like the student loan.
You call it loan, Mr. Mike, which means they are going to pay
highway.
Right? I told you we are looking for
local government autonomy. They will give you rehabilitation and construction of roads.
They will give you all these skits. Make them not forget state police.
Me, I know what one of the weapons they will use more is the weaponization of poverty. I can bet you during election, Nigerians are so hungry to the point that imagine a man who does not know where he will get his next meal. And you come during election and you tell him, see 20,000 naira. That person is hungry. He cannot, at that point, the only thing that you are thinking is survival. Because they have succeeded in weaponizing it, they can throw money at people, and because people are no longer thinking straight at that very time, and then they will have their way.
But why are people not talking about the little achievements made by this administration? What achievements? People are not saying, we are not talking about
Mr. Michael, what are those achievements? Let's enumerate them. Issue of local government autonomy. Have you seen the impact? The answer is no. I Google, has local government been receiving the allocation directly? Some say yes, some are coming out to confirm, but some are not yet. Also states now, they have not, even their local government fund is still in Abuja. Now what you are saying is, has it affecting us? Have you seen
is the fault coming from the president?
No, it's not coming from the president. That's what I'm telling you, that a layman that is on the street will not understand that there's one local government fault on that. You know what to understand. And issue of a tax reform, we are not the one that will be collecting those parts. It is okay. Go and check. Recently, there is publication that Lagos State now share 11 billion naira within the short period when they implement. Has it be transformed to, development of Lagos State? Has Lagos State feel the impact? The answer is no. Number 3, the new electoral law is an achievement. The new electoral law without inclusion of what majority of Nigeria want. Real time transmission.
They give the reasons why they are not.
Mr. Michael, if you want to call it achievement, those people that want to say it's achievement, but
it's an achievement.
Well, it's a collective effort, and people. What will I say? House of Assembly did it.
And we have ministers
signing.
We have works ministers. We have defense ministers.
Mr. Michael,
would you say they are not performing?
They are not performing. That is the problem.
And they are working for the president.
Yes, the major area that affect Nigeria, issue of electricity. We are still having epileptic electricity in Nigeria, and we are paying higher than what we usually pay. And there is no that light.
What about Blue Marine? Is it Blue Marine?
It's not Blue Marine. It is the
it's Blue Marine in Marina.
And it is the husband of Mommy Water that is in charge of Blue Marine Ministry. So what are we going to say now? It has not affect us. It's like Yoruba will say want to do a bit that was, Now Nigeria are hungry, but before we see the impact of the reform that president is doing, I don't know when it's going to come. I see the matter of insecurity. Up to this moment, they are still waking up to say that people are not sleep well in their house. Kidnapping, killing, killing. And that's the only thing we are hearing. Whether it's not safe, Ondo is not safe.
Apart from the whole of solid mineral.
It's not solidify anything.
So the Turaki is not.
Like you see the solid mineral, Mr. Mike, I will want to say, I do not know whether our leaders, why are they looking, they are not looking that direction. That would have been generated more money. Nigeria would even be thinking of shifting away from crude oil. There's so much money. You talk about, do you know that people are mining this illegally? In the north? I remember when governors came and asked them to suspend mining, and the miners said they will not stop. They told the governors they will not stop. And it's a multi-billion-dollar industry that is going on in the north. Why will a government allow it for the northerners? And then the crude oil that belongs to Niger Delta, you said belongs to Nigeria. I work in a mining company, so I know how the industry works. You understand? It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. You talk about tin, columbite, beryllium, tantalite. These things are there. Unfortunately, what is turning South African money is our economy is mining. And Nigeria seems to have it more. So why are we not looking at that direction? Why are we only focused on crude when we can diversify to make more money for the country? But we seem to be concentrating only on crude oil, and to me it's not the way to go. And one other way I think the president can score point for himself: security challenges. At a moment, the whole thing is looking as if the military. You can imagine what happened in Maiduguri recently. How they kill soldiers, kill people, and abduct over 100 people. You understand? Our military should be, of course, are more trained, not should be more trained, are more trained than the terrorists. And we have more military hardware than these guys. We have fighter jets. These guys will use Okada, 100 people. You cannot use fighter jet to attack them. So what is that thing that is happening? Why are these people having their way in spite of the strength of the military we have in Nigeria? So the president needs to do something. In fact, one of the major areas that if he happens to work on it today, it will start political gain for himself.
All right, ask your local government chairman.
Okay.
Can't you just follow who no road when last did you profile people in your area?
Ask your
There's
governor,
light.
your local government.
Ella Fokombale, governors are camping. This is coming from GOA.
Okay.
All right, Anthem says, with all this wailing, why aren't the Nigerian people following your coalition of failure? You talk down on the voters and you expect to win. All right, Jima says, Michael, this administration is F9 parallel. All right, Retro Post reflects and says, Tinubu should stay for another 16 years to consolidate his lofty achievement. The Jagaban is doing well.
No, not 20 years, maybe 32 years.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Gentleman, my good morning to you.
Nyesom Wike, good morning and greetings to all our esteemed viewers across the globe.
All right, greetings to you too.
Our global command, Mr. Mike, may God bless you. You're most welcome to this stand this morning. And our global viewers all over the world. Our benefactors, may God bless you, Mrs. Sinner and the rest. May God remember you and replenish your pocket. I remember almost Mr. Ojinaide. You're most welcome.
The hike in petrol price, is this a renewed hardship in renewed hope administration?
Mr. Mike, to be honest with you, we shouldn't have been experiencing this hardship we are going through right now. If we have our refining for us locally, but because we don't have refining for our local consumption, we depend on imported refined products. And you know the refined products will be gotten from the crude, and the crude is sold at national price. If you are importing refined product from anywhere in the whole world, that country where you are refining it from, where you are importing it from, they must have paid for the crude at the crude in which they refine. They must have paid for it at the international price market. If you are importing from Russia, the crude with which they refine, which they refine to refine product, they bought the crude at the international price. So the moment there is an increment in the price, the international price of the crude, it will reflect in the product refined. And so you buy the refined product at a higher price. But it's only what is going on now. It's only a plus for Nigeria because we export crude. You know, the crude has increased. The price of crude has jumped up.
It's a plus for Nigeria.
It's a plus for Nigerian government.
For the Nigerian government.
Yeah, because the price of crude.
So why is it telling on the citizen?
It's telling the citizen because we don't have refined product locally. The refined product, petroleum product, petrol, diesel,
Dangote refinery.
Dangote is not getting the required quantity to be refined for local consumption. It's imparting the rest. They are giving limited amount of quantity for local refining. We cannot cope with the requirement of local supply, local needs. So the remaining balance, you must source the crude at the international market, at the place of wherever you get it, at international price. So you will expect the man to buy a crude at international price and not come and subsidize the refined products for Nigeria. No, it will be running as a loss. That means company will run as a loss. So that's why, because even that most that is refining locally, they give them limited quantity of food to refine for local consumption. We cannot go around. So for him to remain in market, after he must have sold the one the Nigerian government gave to him, for him to continue to be in market, he must import food from all over the world. And it's going to be imported as a international price market. So in this current situation we are having whereby major oil producing countries are not exporting. Iran is a major oil supplier to the international market. It's not exporting food now. Those surrounding Arab countries that Iran attacked, their supply to is reduced. So we have limited quantity of supply in the one market. That's why the price has gone up. So it's a plus to countries who are exporting food like Nigeria. So but if they are not importing refined product from all those countries at a higher food price, then the refined product will also be at a higher price. By the time you now get to Nigeria, you have shipping costs, landing costs, whatever costs, or your own local costs again. And so, you know, by the time you now sell the final product to the market, it will be at an increased price. So the solution is that we must have our own local refinery to produce for our local consumption, so that whenever there's any fluctuation, the price of food it's not affect us. It will only be to the price. It will only be to the price.
What's stopping the government from doing that?
Of course, you know, the 4 refineries we have, they'll be spending, okay, the 4 refineries we have, they'll be pumping billions of dollars on it. The money that's supposed to have been even used to build new ones. That's what they said it. They can use the money to build new ones. That's the most. So they just wasted the money. Wasted the money. And no one is functioning up now.
They are trying to revitalize.
No one is functioning now. No one is functioning now.
It was under rehabilitation.
Yes.
This is that now.
No, supposing we have new ones. All you encourage private individuals to do that. Partner with them. Say a kind of government partnership with private.
I'm coming back to you, OJ Lagide. Gentleman Mike, I asked OJ that is this a renewed suffering? Is this a renewed hardship in the renewed era? You know, championed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Currently, Nigerians are groaning as a result of petrol price hike. This, to some people, this is happening because of the global tension that we are all witnessing. Gentleman Mike, must this tell this hard on Nigerians?
You know, while OJ was giving his analysis, and I was watching, at some point I was looking at your countenance as you were trying to get his explanation and all of that. You know, if they explain Nigeria to you and you understand it, the person needs help. That you understand, they explain Nigeria to anybody and you get it, that this is the reason why this is happening, then you maybe you need some help. Because I mean, just as he said, what is supposed to be our business with whatever landing cost that we are talking about, if we are a serious nation, if all our refineries are working at full capacity, coupled with what Dangote did, should that affect local consumption? Are we not supposed to make provision for what we are going to consume locally, going by the fact that the crude is here? So you have crude, according to OJ, say we are making more money. So what is the meaning of our more money when untold hardship is being added to what Nigerians are already going through now? As a result, everything is up already. It's not about it's about to go up. Trust Nigerians. Everything is already up from transportation,
being sold for
food,
1,200.
Food will follow suit. Everything is already up. So there is no contingency plan as a nation that in case this happen, I mean this can sustain the nation maybe for the next 1 or 2 months. We don't have it. Under 24 hours that there is crisis in Middle East, we're already feeling it. For a nation that there's no explanation to that. There's no explanation to that. There's no other definition for insanity than that. That you have crude and you cannot maintain a functional refinery that can cater for local consumption, let alone exports. And somebody will still want to justify that, still want to explain that away. How will any reasonable person understand that? So I mean, it is clear that there are no plans by, and it's not about this administration, even previous administrations. There are no plans on ground to ensure that for the fact that we have crude, Nigeria should even have some respite. As an oil-producing nation, that okay, this thing is here. By the time the entire world is feeling the heat, I think we can have some respite. But none, unfortunately. So.
All right, gentlemen, Mike and OJ, according to Petrol, the PMS could rise to 2,000 naira per liter. And you know what that means in the lives of Nigerians, in the lives of the people that go out every day, especially people like me. You know, I know how much I boarded bus from my place to this place this morning. Yeah, that's tripled, not even double, tripled. So, what can the government do to prevent this looming increase?
The government will have to go back to subsidy era. That's just it. They have to just follow their pride. Otherwise, they will witness an explosion. They never even thought they will see. What happened to the answer will be a small thing. Mr. Mike, what will happen to the answer will be a child play of what is coming. Because the government does not have the solution of it at hand. No refining capacity locally to cater for us. So when you have local refineries now, you won't be involved in this. Mr. Mike, there are not this situation we are experiencing now. Because our local refinery will produce for our local consumption. We have the food here. Mr. Mike, let me tell you one thing I read about India. About last year, they said there was a time there was shortage of rice supply in India. You know, India is one of the world's largest rice producing nations. The government of India placed a ban on exportation of rice. But local consumption is stabilized, is made and stabilized. I was shocked that they have to look for, they have to make sure that is it. Because government does not, so the only option will not be left for government to go back to paying subsidy, paying for the extra cost for the life of Nigerians. Otherwise, if they allow Nigerians to be bearing the excessive increments in price, it wants to hear this implosion. It will implode. People will burst out to the public and fight it out with this government. Because it will be too much. It will be too harsh. Because that means there won't be any it will be easy for people to go out on using public transport. Because by the time you want to go out, you pay exorbitant price for public transport. Not only that, Mr. Mike, petroleum price has multiplier effect on every other thing. Food stuff, energy generation, everything and think of. It's how multiplier effect on every other thing. So the price of everything will go not in high, as a high inflation, as a hyperinflation. At a hyperinflation. That's what's going to be. Hyperinflation is what is accepting, not just inflation. And then Nigeria will have no choice than to just take their life, their hands and risk whatever the damn consequences, and see the government in the face. And maybe I will use what insurrection against government. They will come out and protest against government, and that will be coming down. If they want, I hope they will not allow it to get to that position. The only alternative they can do is to just begin to pay back subsidy they removed before, or be emergency refinery that could be refining to push in local pressure. We are expressing local price of product. That's the solution. So that's the way they can do it. Get a refinery on ground in a holiday, whichever you want to do it, or begin to pay subsidy, or maybe to take that's just it, or begin to pay extra, palliative measure that would have cushion effect on Nigeria's life.
All right, away from this, let's quickly move down to Zamfara State, where Governor Dauda decamped to the ruling All Progressives Congress, and he has said it to us and to the public that they decamped or defected to the ruling All Progressives Congress because of crisis in the People's Democratic Party, that's PDP. But is it wise not defecting to another party when you know fully well that there is unresolved crisis in your party?
Mr. Mike, the issue is that the way Philippine crisis is going on now,
he is the party that brought him to power.
Yes. Don't forget that for you to participate in an election, you must have a leadership that will submit your name of a candidate to the INEC institution. Then there must be a leadership of your party that will conduct primaries, conventions that will forward your name to INEC. But once you don't have a leadership in place to do that, that means your party does not have any elections going. That means you will be the loser. You'll be the loser during the election. So it's better you go and put your stance with somewhere you can set for safety first. You cannot be chosen after they always become from one party to the other. Then you cannot use that. You come back to your party, but you have a place you can file for election first. A safety net. I've seen what they are doing as a safety themselves. Don't be surprised they may pull back from APC and go back to their party, because joining APC right now is just to find where they will be able to compete for election, enter to election. After the parliament have been settled, don't be surprised, many of them will still say their back to PDP. But the issue now is that the PDP that we are talking about now, will they be able to get their act together? I think yes. These people that are fighting now, Wike is happy to be getting the lead. Is that not? The one at the court of appeal. If he wins at Supreme Court, okay, only him, we only him want to steer the ship of the party by himself alone. He certainly want to bring people together. Only him cannot do that, because if he wants to really want the party to be put back, if he wants to become he must bring people. So you have new entrance of people join PDP. That party may be the new party Nigeria may hope for, because by the time their parties, just like when they had the issue of Sheriff that time, when they went to court and the party got the party back to each other, it's the same thing may happen. But people going to APC now, they are going there to find a safety net where they can contest. Because I don't see the prices in the PDP. They saw before the election. Yes, but
so the best thing for the
government, a safer place for now. Not necessarily to join APC, but a safer place to come to get
the safest place.
Yeah, a safer place to save. Yes, to consider electoral matter. Not that their politics is their profession. For people to do that, it's like the company is thinking. You find a new company, maybe your house is collapsing. You find a temporary shelter to hide it, to habitate first. While your house is put back, you come back. Just a temporary shelter. I see it's a temporary shelter. But until when PDP will be resolved, and then they will come back to PDP. I'm telling you, many of them will not be able to go carry along. Some will stay anyway, but many will come back to PDP by the time PDP is stabilized. But it's just a safer place they are looking for, so as to continue being in election, so as to be able to participate in the election coming. At least so that we have candidates. Look at the government.
All right, gentleman Mike, he said to the public that prolonged internal crisis,
yes,
leadership disagreement, structural challenges in the People's Democratic Party made him to defect to the ruling All Progressives Congress. But how have these challenges affected governance in the state?
Well, our reasons are strong enough. Politicians will always hide under that. At the moment there is crisis in the party, and that is what even the law recognizes. When there is faction within the party and all of that, if you decamp, you won't be affected by the law. You have not violated the law, and that is why they always wait for a crisis to be within the party before they begin to jump out. We have said it here before now that the PDP is gone, and I still maintain that position. The PDP is gone and they made a very serious mistake from the beginning. The Iroko tree is a tree that you must prune when it is still small. By the time it is big enough, all kinds of sacrifice will be done there, and that is what the Yorubas say when they talk about that Atikekire, that Impact Iroko. So they left the cancerous Wike that ought to have been dealt with from the beginning. When he started misbehaving, they left him, and it is the same Wike that has consumed the party now. Wike ought to have been dealt with from that. What they were afraid of eventually came upon them. Yeah. Job said, the thing I was afraid of has come upon me. What the PDP was afraid of, to take down Wike from the beginning, thinking that he's a big fish, we cannot afford to lose him. they lost the party now to Wike. Unfortunately so. The appeal court just gave a judgment yesterday.
In
And
favor
it
of
is
Wike.
even the Wike's camp that is being favored. So for Wike, it is a win-win situation. Whether you join the APC or you are still in PDP, you are for me. He's in charge of both parties.
Turaki has promised or vowed to pursue the case up to the Supreme Court.
And that will further destroy the party. So you know that even at it they decide to come together now, you can begin to say, okay, maybe you see some fragments that want to represent the party. As long as you are still in court, nobody want to use that platform to contest. That's the meaning. So until this, which you don't even know when the Supreme Court will make pronouncement on it. So we serious politicians will stay under such a platform.
It could be after the 2027 election.
When the future is not certain. So that further destroys the party. For the fact that he is even approaching the Supreme Court, further destroys the party. So they have refused to do the right thing from the beginning. They will have dared Wike at that initial hour and let him go if he wanted to go at that time. By now they will have shut themselves out. But they were afraid of taking him down, and eventually took down the party.
All right,
I disagree, sir. Absolutely disagree with my absolutely disagree with him. The person who brought crisis to PDP is Atiku. Atiku 2015.
Why did you say you totally?
You can't say
because that line was absolutely. That means all he's saying, you don't have any particles of belief in his argument. Totally is a wrong statement. Okay, can you proceed? Sorry for interruption.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Mike, I repeat myself, I totally disagree with that position. That Wike is the cause of the problem in PDP. No. Let us trace it from Genesis. 2015, when PDP convention was held in Abuja. Mr. Mike, please, sir. Mr. Mike, sir. Please listen to me, sir. In 2015, when PDP convention was being held in Abuja to reproduce Jonathan for the new term, Atiku left 5 governors out of PDP. Dr. Amishanko they stormed out of the convention of PDP in 2015 against Atiku. He pulled 5 governors out of Atiku. That's 2015 to join APC until last week he was telling us to get joining APC from APC. Those people he pulled out to come and join APC thinking that they will give him tickets of APC, whereas Tinubu disappointed they gave tickets to Buhari. Atiku is the originator of the crisis in PDP. He started from 2015 by pulling 5 governors out of that PDP convention in Abuja against Jonathan. Jonathan was endorsed for that presidency which he lost to Buhari 2015 general election. Now, he didn't stop at that. He abandoned the party. You get my point? Then he made sure it was Sharif that came over and took over the party. But they are unknown to them, unknown to Wike and this Wike and the other people, that Sharif is working for APC. They are the one that rescued the party away from Sharif and restarted the party back to on track. Atiku left them, he went to Dubai and came back and come and contest for another election on PDP. When he now came, he said they must, of course, last year now, Nigerians have used 8 years in power. They said, let PDP zone this thing to deserve. He refused. The opposites said they must be thrown open. Now, he insisted that now having got the ticket of PDP, they agreed that when eventually another gets the ticket of PDP, the chairmanship position must be zoned to his house. And eventually he must resign. Atiku he refused again. That's what now led Wike again with their own 5 governors to ask out of PDP against him. So the person who originated the crisis of PDP is Atiku, not Wike. Wike are the people that fought and restored that will restore the PDP back. Wike, Mr. Mike, Wike has never become to any party up to date. Therefore, when he has been a chairman in Obiapo,
is there unity in the party?
I'm telling you, the originator of the crisis in PDP, Atiku is the one behind it. I've just told you. I've just told you.
Fought for the unity of the party.
When Atiku refuses to allow what they agree upon, so they have to let him know he cannot dominate the two. He can't hold presidential tickets and hold chairmanship position. They have to prove to him that Of course, not only.
All right, Wike fought Ali, Sharif, and others for PDP. Atiku, for PDP,
yes.
Atiku left PDP to remove Jonathan.
May God bless you.
Atiku destroyed PDP and not Wike. If
May God bless you.
And others are not careful, Atiku will destroy ADC. If they are not careful, they will destroy ADC.
He has not joined APC.
ADC.
He has not joined APC.
ADC. They said if
Okay.
Yes,
I agree with them. Man.
All right, Taminu, this is from Chico Blocks.
Okay.
All right, Akram says PDP belongs to Wike and he can do with it as he wishes. All of them left PDP and Wike rebuilt the party with Rivers money.
Yes, because that's what I'm saying now. With
Rivers money. Underline that.
Yes, you can spend public fund into party. If APC does this, if Labour does this, OT
Is it ideal?
It's wrong.
So why do you say this?
That's what they do now. We can't pretend. We can't pretend that they don't do it now.
That person talked about that he rebuilt, that Wike rebuilt. Where is the party now? Is that not supposed to be the question? Where is the party he rebuilt now?
Where is the party? Here is the question.
Much as I agree that Atiku also contributed to the downfall of, listen to me, I didn't interject you. Much as I agree that Atiku also contributed to the downfall of that party, I don't know why you're laughing. I also know that
Gentlemen, what's happening?
even when Atiku, for you to know that that was his intention from the beginning, even when Atiku has now left the party, the romance, how can you tell me that you are in a party and you are not going to support the candidate of the party you believe in? What kind of party are you building? And up to today, if you see House Wike, will tell you he's in PDP. Does he think that every other person has become a fool in this nation?
Don't know.
You are working for another party and you still claim that this is the party you are building. How now? So where is party loyalty? Where is all of that in your building? So he's just making a fool of everybody that is around him, and making a fool of himself. He's not in PDP. He's going to supervise the burial of that party, and that's what he's waiting for.
That's not true.
To supervise the final burial of PDP, and I think that's what he's waiting for. Africa is waiting for.
It's absolutely false. Mr. Mike, this last election in US, Republican member Arnold Schwarzenegger, former California governor, he told Trump, we are still Republican, we won't vote for you. He told him he wouldn't leave Republican when I joined Democrat. They told him that they are not voting for you. He said, you're a candidate of our party, they don't believe in you. We can openly told Atiku and the party governor G5, we are not voting for you, but remain PDP members. There's nothing bad in disagreeing with your any of your party. But many Republicans told President Trump this nation that we will vote for you, not believe in you. We hate your character and didn't leave Republican. So for we can call to tell Atiku that we won't vote for you, we are still members of the party. It doesn't contradict their loyalty to the party. All right. It is him they disagree with it.
All right, the Chima says you are absolutely on point, gentleman Mike, my beloved. All right, and Odlade responded and he says, gentleman Mike, how can you reason like this? Wike did what he has to do. All right, thank you so much for your contributions, gentleman Mike. I really appreciate it. All right, you can still wait. All right, okay. Good morning, Vincent.
Good morning, Mike Adekunle. Good morning, our able and very faithful listener across the globe. I say good morning to you all.
All right, I know and I'm very sure you've been listening to us. You know, we're talking about Wike and the Turaki faction of the PDP. He has told them, "I want to go to Supreme Court. I'm ready for you." Now, what will be the outcome if Turaki makes the next move?
You see, for every common sensible person in this country, we believe that nobody can tell me that our justice administration system can pass through the moral compass. And I want to believe that, having said that, even if Turaki-led faction decide to go to Supreme Court, it is already predetermined what is going to be the outcome. And I don't want to sound immodest, but one thing I want to say here is that our justice administration system has somehow become an appendage of the executive, and which is not very, very good for a democratic experiment. Having said that, the judgment of yesterday goes to tell you that we still have a long way to go in our democratic journey in this country. As a result, because when we say that any small thing, they say go back to court, because they already know that they have all their they have their presence. Somebody who is carrying on their presence in that court, and they believe that how I will now see where you will now come out from to see that you want to obtain justice, and that's a very, very sad commentary on our judicial system.
All right, let's move to the comment section. Joseph Chima says, please, can you ask Olajide the meaning of anti-party? Okay. All right, one leg in, one leg out. That's what
Mr. Mai
Wike is doing.
Mr. Mai is the word of your choice.
Is it fair?
It's the word of your choice. Whatever name you call it. Okay, you
make any sense.
You be telling some Republican in the US that told Trump that we are not voting for you. We are Republican. We hate your.
But this is a sitting minister.
Hello,
the administration of President.
When you see somebody does not
still dominating the affairs of People's Democratic Party, does it make any sense?
Atiku, who claim to be a party man, is not implementing the gentleman agreement they reached among themselves among party members. It's not to be trusted in power. That means they will not trust you in power. You told this party, let this party's own president to the south. The last government that came is from the north, Fulani. You insisted you must be from the north again, and you Fulani again want to contest and win. It's not clear. Let this thing be thrown to the south. Let the south, east, south, west, south, let them struggle among themselves. They refuse. No, they say, okay, if you say it should be thrown open, why is it thrown open? If you know situation, let pick the ticket of presidency. Chairmanship must be vacated for the south to occupy. You agree? If you don't pick the ticket, if you refuse, you allow you, to surrender. So you're now what you now expect the president to now say what's the definition of party loyalty? What in terms of what? What's the definition of anti-party? What you go and question Charles Nigga who told President many Republicans who told him you don't believe your cancer, you are voting for Kamala Harris. They said they are not leaving their party. The Republicans.
Can you be loyal to the president and still be loyal to the party?
Yes, you are still a member of your party because your party member is not doing the right thing that's supposed that carry everybody along. It's dominating. Nobody must give room for domination for anybody. You can't be said this like dominant of anybody showing signs of domination, tyranny, or anything. The only language they understand is violence. Mr. Mike, the only language they understand is violence, resistance, and they have shown him what the language particularly needs to be shown. Yes, they are showing, just as he showed Jonathan in 2015 that only one government of PDP coverage in Abuja. Many things is happening to Atiku. Nemesis caught up with him. The same government pull out against Jonathan was pulled out against him in 2023. Yes, that is, and it's working against time. So there's nothing like say there's nothing anti-party is your own definition, it's your own understanding, it's your own word. So that just is not anti-party. It's our own creation in Nigeria here, nothing anti-party. When I was watching all these panels in US, telling Trump they are not all these words will be used in Nigeria. It doesn't make any sense politically. Anti-party. When you the
okay, is this power struggle? I mean, this ongoing power struggle with PDP all about personal influence or PDP's future? Is it all about the future first of PDP or personal influence?
No, about personal influence. I'm not controlling me. Then I must be the one that determine the people that will benefit from me. That's the number one thing. Then let me deceive you.
And that's what Wike is.
All of them.
Not just Wike.
How come Atiku could have abandoned the party? Now came back to the come and contest and see what to see for this, and eventually go to the party. Abandon it. He went to join APC. He thought they would give him the better ticket, but the people deceived him. They gave to Buhari, and abandon him went to Dubai. When he come back, and reap the reward of those who stabilize the party and pick the ticket, and went down to dominate them. And
So Atiku never destroyed anything in PDP.
Concluder, what did you say?
Mike, I want to say something. We are all here, we witness what happened. Atiku, anybody that is blaming Atiku on the crisis that is happening in PDP should also remember that every other person has also been part of the campaign from one political party to another. In the United States of America today, Republican Party and Democratic Party are not the only political party in America. Go and find out, unless they are not telling you the truth, go and find out how many political parties Donald Trump belonged before he get to where he is today. Wike is the one that destroyed PDP. Yes. Wike, we were here because no truth at all in Nigeria. Wike is the one that destroyed this political party. Is there anything wrong if somebody move from one point? Didn't he do something? All of them are doing the same thing. You have right to move from any political party of your interest to another, depending on the kind of thing you are looking for. Wike deliberately begin this thing, and when Bola Tinubu saw the opportunity, he brought him closer. Now, if you are reasonable, that's what I tell you, that Wike is not reasonable, because he's going to fall like a placard, pack of card very soon. Is this what they call politics? This thing, they are politics without ideology. They are neither on the left or on the right. When they were talking about PDP as at that time, what was the position of Atiku? Why wouldn't we care respect? Many people where he came from South. Jonathan was produced from South. What is Wike looking for in the presidency? That's what I want to say.
Okay, now let's read this out. After Wike had held and sustained the party, Atiku came from nowhere.
Wike from PDP, Wike came PDP. I'm telling you, it was PDP that laid the foundation of what we can do today. PDP laid the foundation. So what was because do you know how many people that have funded PDP? All these are kind of funded PDP. I'm not Obasanjo president in this country. How would you not know? When you see this kind of rubbish politics that everybody is playing, people are clapping your hands. You are destroying yourself. You are destroying Nigerian democracy. It is very clear. It is very clear now that the okay, shame. But are you not seeing the kind of judgment that will be coming out? Are you not seeing the way they are using your motor show up and down? Are you not seeing it? If they want to do their dirty game, they go and bring him. Look at what you did in the United States. And you can't say they go burn. We are going to see 99. Continue. The Supreme Court is still there. That's what I'm telling you. Are you talking about Supreme Court? Everywhere in the Aso Rock is Yoruba life. Everywhere Yoruba, Aso Rock, judiciary Yoruba, everywhere Yoruba. What do you expect? I'm telling you the obvious. You people also criticize Buhari. You were here criticizing Buhari. You can't do what we would do. The problem. If that let me done that before this house. What do we expect? What do we expect? It's not about the mission. I don't expect to get the result. What do we expect? I don't understand. Excuse me. How was it? It's only about people who are members of cabinet of representatives. Look at the hierarchy. Is there anything federal character in his appointment? Is there anything like federal character? Now I'm telling you. So would you combine this type of appointment with what we have under Obasanjo? At all. You cannot, Mr. Mike. He said it very clearly. He became very clear. Before very clear. Can you possibly? If you study what? That's not you go men. Only cabinet. Only two. How many services? 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 Among the ambassadors. Let me tell you. Ambassador, minister, secretary, service chiefs, are there not even members in those cabinets? So if it's going to about tell you, you dig it somebody's yeah, now. Minister, yeah, you dig it in. You are only one. So why are you pretending over the reality of that? Mike, can we bring out the list of appointments? Can you bring out the list among these very clear. No. It's very, very clear. Yes, I am making a statement and I stand on these things can be fact-checked. But that's not the issue. What we are saying is that the judiciary. Well, that's the reason why I'm talking about what I'm saying. Judiciary. They should not waste time to go to Supreme Court and all that. They've already concluded on what to do. But how can a faction, because you are a lawyer, look at the damage you did in River State. The same person.
Are you telling us that if an Igbo man presided over that case, Turaki left faction would have won? Well,
let me tell you. Let me tell you. Even at that point, Mike, you know, can you be seen? We saw it very clearly under Jonathan that opposition, because Jonathan understands what it means to have a democracy.
What I'm asking you now is that if an Igbo man had presided over that case,
which of the case?
The appeal.
Which of the case?
The PDP.
Boss, do you know how many judges that makes up the appeal? How many judges? Same thing in the Supreme Court. Do you know how many judges? But what I'm saying is very clear. What I'm saying is very clear. Very, very clear. These judges that are not I see here, we just represent the judges understanding and knowledge of what that judge. But Wike is a faction of PDP. How can you come online and be celebrating that you want to do? Anybody can, and for what? Well, you want PDP to die, and you are pretending say you are working for PDP. Your mission is very clear. The PDP must die, and that is the mission. No, you are the one that let Parliament through was just pretending over what happened in River State. It was a calculated plan to make sure that they dismantle whatever PDP that's in that state. And that you can see, and the Nigerian governor don't turn to how would any place where they face. But you know what is called ideology? For how many years now? I can tell you number of years now. Look at the Republicans, and these are countries that we model our democracy after. But still, you can see. And if all these things are happening the same, we are seeing some level of competence in this government. Maybe a lot of people wouldn't have be worried. Look at the killing. Look at the killing of the East-Web, ISIS everywhere. But let me tell you, Bola Tinubu should understand that the law of gravity always have it. That whatever goes up was come down. Mr. Mike, when Murtala Dosibinta Yako was having Kanu's case, the same tribalistic issue is same as what they brought into it. Now Omotosho handle this. Omotosho, what is Omotosho? It's only one. What is his history? What is his history? That's judgment. It's not self-centered. You don't want it. French fast. Centered. French fast. Not about it. Bro, somebody brings up something. Something says what? You know how many judges that said no, we cannot be part of this? Do you know how many judges upon all judges they brought? Who among them have said they sentence? The sentiment you are putting on many times we tell you the one that is strong enough to intimidate the judges. Bros, you cannot intimidate the judges like this. Intimidation is the meaning of the case. What is the meaning of that case? What is the meaning of that case? Intimidation is the meaning of that judge. That doesn't mean every judge. That judge is stand like that. Justice in me. Does he have any fiber of justice? Take it easy. No. That judgment, does he have any fiber? Yes. Okay. They simply ask him, and that is a very correct thing to do. The matter show, and then go in sentence him. But you like the idea? This guy now, what's he called? They jump up and down. They join the APC.
Make it right.
Yes, the Supreme Court is still there. Yes, we are going to court. Now, make what happened? Appeal. Okay, we have 2023. I will keep on saying it. Anything that will take us to Nigerian judiciary should be avoided. Any case, but if it's possible, this get election for Bola Tinubu, let him vote for himself. Yes, he vote for himself. It's coming to embarrassing. This is not democracy.
Yes. Let it run alone.
Mr. Mike, I'm not trying to draw attention, honestly, to the fact that when Justice Minister was handling Kanu's case, that is so sentiment. Allow him to talk now. Please. Let him talk, please. The same trouble sentiment they played. Can you be intimidated every judge? That's your case assigned to. If you bringing up the is this every time you succumb to threat, to intimidation, to your bullying attitude. Not every time you succumb, sometimes we dare you. I will succumb to your intimidation, your threat, your bullying. Come and prove your innocence before my court. And get my point. Your submission was able to do that. Come and prove your innocence. Before come and prove your innocence. You that claim that you are young, you get to call you now asking judge, where's the law? Where's the law? When you ask your defense team, they were part and parcel of the when the Presidential Council were doing their position in the court. Your defense team were present. All see the pre-position. They didn't raise the issue of where's the law. If the person that's no longer in their charge, your defense team were raising when the Presidential Council was raising their pushing their cases. Until when they push their case to the final point of conclusion, and they now ask you, come on, open your defense. He said there's no case not to answer. Up to that time of position cases, when defense were proving their cases, your defense team never questioned them that under which law was our client charge. You now get to court, you're now asking the judge, show me the law. When your defense team throughout the position of the case, they never questioned the position team that under which law was our client charge. They didn't raise this. You're not questioning the judge. Okay, we now expect you that when you want to dismiss your defense team, that you want to defend yourself, we expect you to be bringing up those laws that he knows to defend himself. He didn't quote any law. Was not asking judge. You see, judge will be asking to which law that under we are charged. So it's a tribal mindset they've been playing. Yes. Take it easy. It's the tribal mindset they've been playing. Okay. And not judges, not everybody can intimidate. They can succumb to a threat of bully. Some will stand up and dare you. Come and prove your innocence. And that was what Somoto has done. There's still left after shaping an appeal court now. And let's see what happens at appeal court now. But that level of somebody is going to, that's what I'm telling you, he has no. How would you describe that judgment? I mean, the one the recent. From the first days, I know they didn't go to that place to go and capture, and the law says for any conviction to be recognized. I never. Oh, you there? I know from one side that Seyi Makinde they are doing end of the year party. You know, convention. I know they didn't go. the chairman of the convention didn't go.
Who told you Anye did not go? Who told you?
Anye didn't go.
Let's leave that.
Anye did not go there to go and arrest. The chairman of the party, the governor of Osun State didn't go. Many officers, because they knew that there is a very short of the required law, they knew they would lose. So we are just waiting that anyway, maybe our justice system has become what individual knows.
All right,
thank you very much.
I think if he asks Vincent, I'm very, very angry. You know why I'm angry? I'm angry.
Why are you holding him?
He was a member of PDP.
With your own,
No, I'm coming. We were together in PDP before. And what is happening in PDP, I don't like it. I won't lie. I'm not happy. Nobody's happy with Wike. And nobody's happy with Atiku. I agree that Atiku made a mistake. But Wike made the biggest mistake. For one leg here. And the president is watching. Tinubu and Wike is destroying democracy in Nigeria. This is not democracy. Wike uses judiciary, building house for judiciary, more money to judiciary. It's very, very dangerous. Automatically, Nigerians are not sleeping. We are watching. Nigeria is not happy. This is not democracy. Our leader fought for. So you can't be in Chelsea playing football. You are playing against them, and you expect Nigeria to quiet because we are not talking. So for me, all I know is that when I go to Supreme Court, you don't go to Supreme Court. Wike has bought the judges in Supreme Court. But for me, Nigeria will react when the time comes. But all I know is that it's not good for democracy.
All right, before I go to Mr. Vincent, it would be great to send 10,000 to me to give to you. Also, Odunlade Taiwo, Big T Prince, the fish, has gifted you the sum of 20,000 this morning.
Hey.
So I appreciate it. It would be great, and Odunlade Taiwo.
Mr. will be great. May God bless you, sir. And Mr. Odunlade Taiwo, may God bless your pockets for the blessing you have shown to me this morning. May God bless you more than what you expect. In Jesus' name, thank you. I respect more of two of you. May God bless you. Thank you very much, sir. I'm very grateful, sir. Thank you.
You have 30,000.
Thank you very much, sir.
Meet me after the program.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. You know how to
leave that area. That one doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work supporting wrong thing. I don't support wrong thing. They like let them settle you, but I know everything has time. There's nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. Tinubu destroy democracy. We have it. We have it. It's just a short time. If you like, let it spend 8 years. See, okay, do you know it's very dangerous? Do you know it's very dangerous? If Tinubu spend 8 years, he's going back to north. And we the south, we have to be very careful. I don't pity.
All right, Vincent.
Tinubu will not spend 8 years.
Even if the Turaki-led faction are not happy, I mean the likes of Seyi, Makinde, Turaki, others are not happy with the judgment of the appeal, Wike has sealed the verdict and said it has embraced unity. Now, they are heading to Supreme Court. As a Nigerian, do you believe in our judiciary?
You see, Mike.
And how would you describe this judgment?
This judgment, I am not surprised. You know, before the appeal court case came up, you remember how the two blocks were going to court to collect, a verdict. The one at Ibadan and at Abuja. And now, when you look at what is going on, what is going on in Nigeria today, you will see that everybody is trying to say that yes, at least in my father's house, this is my father's house. Nobody can tell me where I should tread. And sadly enough, our justice administration system is now becoming a kind of a comedy, because I've always said that for every commonsensical politician, they should know at the back of their mind, their heart, that 100 years is not forever. And whatever we do today will become a kind of an history for generations to come. And if truth be told, then we should try and do something that, yes, will be on the positive side of history. Having said that, you see, Turaki, we all know that he is a lawyer too. He's a senior advocate of Nigeria. And being a gentleman, he will do no less than follow, no matter how bad our justice and judicial system is, you still have to follow the course and make a statement. But to me, I don't see him coming out victorious. Actually, when you look at the way the convention was held, some of the canons upon which you say a convention is being held is that you must have the presence of INEC and some other officials on ground. And you know, the frenetic way with which Makinde organized that convention at Ibadan, I knew that the end is not near yet. That there are still going to be a kind of an overlapping justice and judicial system before they can get to their destination, which is just playing out now. And I know that they only have one more step to go, which is the Supreme Court. That will be the final arbiter of whatever struggle the two blocks are struggling for. And to me, if I were to talk on Wike to me, because in the days of the year, we used to have what is called party supremacy. Let me just take you down memory lane a little bit. During the time of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, when he was a leader of the UPN, there was a time Professor Ambosale, he was also among the governors that were to converge at Chief Obafemi Awolowo's house at Ikene. When Awolowo got there, he looked around and he saw that there's a spot that was missing, and he asked, "Where is Ambrose?" Then I think it was he sent the representative. Ambrose is in Edo State. He wanted to, receive some delegation from America. Then the only question that this thing told the person that is a governmental business run by one person. Yes, and that was what she said. He said before he could say this thing, he want Ambrose here. I think Ambrose later came immediately. That was to tell you that is what is called party supremacy. Unlike what is obtainable today, where governors feel that is bigger than a state chairman of the party. No talk of the national chairman. Then how do you think that we can get it right? I've said that our democracy, even they say our nascent democracy, I don't know how nascent our democracy will be. If we are not, because our democracy is patterned after what is obtainable in the United States of America. But our own, we have already gotten a detour from the norm, which is a very sad commentary on our democracy.
Before I let you go, could these internal battles push more PDP governors to defect to the ruling All Progressives Congress?
Definitely.
You saw the governor of Zamfara.
Yes.
He has become to the ruling All Progressives Congress, and we still learned, or we got the news of about our state governor, Bala Mohammed. We don't know. He has not told us where he's going to. But very soon, according to reports, will be dropping the People's Democratic Party for another party. So could this battle trigger or push more PDP governors to defect to other parties or ruling?
Definitely. In a house where there is no leader, then there's bound to be commotion. There used to be a program on our TV station there. They say Fuji House of Commotion, and it is what I could liken it to what is happening in PDP now, and that is what is really happening. And when you now look, you don't fly a plane without a pilot. There must be somebody that is going to fly that plane. And when you now see that the party that they claim they are part of, there is no headway, there is no direction, then it is incumbent upon them to move to where that they see that there is light and there is direction. That is why they are moving to APC. But you and I know that there is no serious competition in the land now as we speak, because I'm a realist. There is no serious competition now as we speak among the parties.
Serious competition?
Yes, because I see APC dominating everywhere. And if truth must be told, I don't see anybody trying to run that race against APC.
The party is not Nigeria.
And you know, let me hello sir. You see, when I did mention that, if I see a potent and viral opposition, I will say it. The one that is bearing that toga is the ADC. How much of a works has gone into their plan? That is just my take over it. Because when I say something, I say it without. I say because you cannot be telling me that on social media that you are doing something when we cannot see a tangible thing on the ground. You understand? So that is what I'm saying. Whenever we are talking, we should talk clearly. Clarity of expression is what is needed here, and tangible results. As of the now. I have not seen any potent or viral opposition to the current regime, and I'm afraid
I disagree.
Losing might just go.
I disagree with that.
I disagree with that. You shouldn't place your hand around his neck.
I disagree with you.
You wanted him to align to subscribe to your opinion.
No. The point is that you know I disagree with you.
Why?
Now we are on the registration and membership registration. We have to start from there. Join us. We can't have one party system. You know, we are working underground. You know what is happening now. We are working. ADC is working. ADC is working. We are working underground. You know, we are working seriously. Registration has started. Go and register. We can't leave one party system. I don't mean can't leave one party. No, actually, you see. Democracy have destroyed Nigeria.
Don't you think ADC will face the same problem, the same challenges PDP is currently facing?
We can't face it. I'll tell you why. I think they have learned. Those who went to ABC, they have learned. We, the Nigerians, we are inside of ADC. We are telling them that the person who want to run that race is Obi, not Atiku. But Atiku is there to mobilize. Other ones are there to mobilize. It's not good to have more participants. It's like going to a military regime. It's not good. One team cannot play ball in the field, so we must either here. But we can have destroyed that party. Let him carry it. When everybody left, let him there. You can't be in APC. You decide that you go for PDP. You can't work. So Nigeria today know that we can have destroyed that party. Let him take the party.
We leave it for you. Two states now.
Let all of them go to APC. When the time comes, we know what they can be able to compete in Nigeria. That's it.
You say, thank God for being here, and I thank God for the process I go through to be here today. Thank God. I want to say, lucky is I pity you guys because you don't even know how PDP came to be. The PDP, all of you are crying out for that. You are saying this, that, saying that. Belongs to the military. Belongs to the military. When you talk of the Jeremiah Husseini, you're talking of Obasanjo, you're talking of Babangida. They were the pioneer people that set up the PDP. And you cannot plant on what you don't sow. You guys just came in as a Democrat, saying that's doing the democracy that the Obasanjo brought, that okay, let us now join this party. And the leaders that are joining those parties, what are they joining the party for? They are joining the party for their self-interest, and that is why you see that PDP cannot hold. Are Nigerians ready for another action? Are you bracing up for another action? I see no action. Price, 1,200, 1,300. Yeah, Mike. In the country. You know what the economy is talking of now. You know what the war within the Iran and the refineries. Yeah. You see. If what happened to those refineries? They are rehabilitating. Are we supposed to be facing this crisis? Yeah, we need to be facing it. We're not supposed to. We're supposed to. Because right in the past, the president alone, he has a lot of burden on his head. Burden? Yes, on his head, and I can say wholeheartedly, the burden, this the what's it called, leftover. I can say the prodigals party, which is the PDP. The burden is the leftover is what the president is carrying. When will you stop blaming the past leaders? We need to. That is why in our own adage, I'm a Yoruba ni mi. Tí o bá mọ bí tó ń lọ, wàá tẹ̀ wọ́n kọ́ wo bí tó ti ń bọ̀. in order to retrace your steps, in order to do, maybe you have been doing bad before, then you now have to retrace your steps. That how did I get to?
You told me not to pity him.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse.
There used to, you should not excuse. There must be less complaint about him. Yes, there must be less complaint because Mr. President is not a magic. It's not a magic. What's it called? Magician. So, and I can tell you what the president has put on the table in this, in his ruling now is none of these presidents, successive presidents, have been able to achieve any one of this. What the president had, even behind the scene, President Obasanjo was even hailing the president that is doing a great job. And you know, for one to be more attractive, that person must have been a very knowledgeable person politically, very knowledgeable person spiritually, very knowledgeable in gathering people, gathering crowds, and that is what you're saying, that everybody is now jumping to the APC.
Can Nigerians survive it if it eventually hits 2,000 naira per liter? We are not going to survive it, but at the same time, you see Dangote refinery, I think it's buying for the US. Yeah,
they will be able
currently
to. Currently, it
has gone up.
And
Nigerians are building.
Mind you, Nigerians are building refineries likewise.
Where?
Ishaku Rabiu is building a refinery. I think people have to travel.
What about the government?
The government try, refinery.
What happened to
it has been a decade refinery. Yes, so that was
why did they rehabilitate?
He has to put a trial. He has to put a trial. It's not like
why didn't they go for a new one? That's what they said. If they had gone for a new one, I think they would have wasted money.
They would have wasted money. But thank God we see having Dangote refinery likewise. I can tell you, the federal government, no, go and verify what I'm saying. There's an input. There's an input of government. There's an input of government. Government has stake in Dangote refinery. Go and verify what I'm saying. You can verify this. So Dangote refinery is Nigeria refinery. A lot of people are still building, but you cannot know
about a lot of people talking about the government.
So you now ask the successive government, that demonic government, that they could not.
Why are you still blaming the past government?
The past are the one that
talking about the current government.
Are they not the one complaining? They are the one complaining that our refinery is not working. And who spoiled the refinery? Who brought that refinery to where it is today?
You are still going back to the past.
I'm not going here. You are remembering me the past. You remember? So what I'm saying now?
About the current situation.
The current situation. Yeah, and I'm telling you now, they are refinery people. They are refinery people are building refinery all around.
Private refinery.
Yes. Even in the US, in London, they have a private refinery. But what they need is for one refinery to be working that will feed the nation. So I can tell you that will feed the nation, and I can tell you we have that refinery in Ishaku Rabiu, which is coming off in Calabar, and we have a lot of people still going for to build refinery. But what I'm telling you, you cannot put the blame game alone on the president, because the president is doing a lot of job he has even trying to bring up a lot of decay. I keep saying, what's it called? I keep talking of the one of our decay property that we've abandoned in Ajakuta, still rolling, and that one has been there for years, hundreds of years, and nobody think about that. And that will have been what that will have bring a lot of productivity for this country. And I don't know why people just only rely on the refinery. But we have Dangote refinery, and there's a lot of refinery are coming on board. Although he's going to have his own, in which we have enough refinery. And I can tell you, you guys should have patience. You should have patience. And if we can't have that patience, please, maybe you can rejoin the people that want to build the refinery.
Since 8 years APC took over power, Kunle, can you point one thing they've done other than insecurity?
Nothing.
Okay, what they've done? Yeah, they've helped the homeless people, the poorest of the poor. They've helped their children to be able to attend school, to be able to be educated, and which we've never seen in this country before. That you are having a student loan. It's only common with the Western world, not Nigeria here. And again, the president has boosted our economy through empowering the governors. So it's now left for each and every one of you to go and ask your governor, what are you doing with the money, enough money that is coming into the pockets? Like, what are they doing with the money? And it's a big question you need to ask. And it's not just the president. The president has done the needful.
So that's what the president can offer in just how many
it's not what the I don't know. Maybe one day we will take you on a ride, on a trip, so that you go and see you go and see what the president is doing on roads. On road construction, road construction. Road construction. You remember there was one past president that could not, on roads. Yeah, so I think that's
apart from the roads, apart from road construction, what other achievements?
What other achievements is he wants Nigerian life to be better. Likewise, that is why you see
laying foundation for long-term.
But our people are too much in haste because for everything to happen now. And I can say the likes of my brother here, that's Lucky, they are used to the largest of what's it called, the Jonathan then.
And says Nelfon alone should return Jagaban to power.
Yeah, really.
All right, Cosmos says Mr. Mike asking the rate of out of school children.
Out of school children? The have been listening to schools now. I think we have more students being enlisted into school.
All right, Agulus Academy says Mr. Kunle stop defending incompetence and impunity. President Tinubu saw all these things. It says he wants to be the president of Nigeria. He saw it. Okay, he has failed. He has failed woefully. He said the president F9.
No, my president has not failed. Whether he doesn't know much about the economy, how economy boosts, the economy comes to state. And I can tell you what I look at this opposition.
Lagos to Calabar is massive. Sokoto to Badagry is massive. There are plenty more. Coming from now.
They don't see
these are the achievements of President.
They don't see
But beyond these achievements, what have Nigerians benefited? I'm talking about
apart from road construction. I've said it all. Is our problem now is for us to have some liquid cash into our hand, and I can tell you, the president is creating a job, an environment that will bring the citizens.
All right, so who says Mr. President has not failed. Mr. President is doing really great. All right, Tottenham goes on. Your governors and local governments run the primary schools.
So they should go and hold them.
I just I want to tell you something. Tinubu has paid for security, economy, everything, even electricity. He has paid. I don't know why. I just say mention one project. You mention road. Which road? From let me tell you, we are going to buy for 2,000 naira. Where is the subsidy money? Where is the subsidy money? Using subsidy money to prepare these governors to come to his party. Is that what we need? People are dead. People can't go to work. Since Buhari 8 years, we suffer for Buhari 8 years. Today we are suffering for now 4 years.
You did not see an intelligent.
Have you seen the way they kill our soldier?
A political.
Have you seen the way they kill our soldier?
And they started following him.
Have you seen the way they kill our men? Insecurity.
Tinubu is a right to every politician. So Tinubu did not hand their neck to come and join him in his party.
He should resign.
He should resign. Your leader. What did they say? What did they say Tinubu for them to be joining APC?
He can't do it.
He can do it.
Buy
them.
Buy the governors.
He can do it. He buy
the governors.
Now. Oh, so he's taking the governor to slave trade. Is what you're saying. You guys are failed.
You have paid this one. You have paid
money to our viewers. Money, Michael. You see, we have been talking. Every day is talking. We have to talk about Nigeria, but the reality that is on ground is that in reality it's not forthcoming. Can you imagine? Let's say what they happen for Israel, Iran. Now Nigeria is suffering 1,500 per liter. Now the fare have increased. Where about really Nigeria going? The president, you don't talk about president, but president is like they don't feel about the reality of the citizen, ordinary citizens of Nigeria. Suffering increase, multiply every day. Where are we really going? You say the truth will set you free. The truth is bitter. It's bitter because majority will follow the language of the wrong. That's what will happen. And all governors enter APC. In their mind, they don't say in a zero because they are afraid. See, that's why they have to come out and say, see, President, this life is not the reality of life because Nigeria is not okay at all. See now, before you know, they say if you go to 2000. I see yesterday, if the people were just checking, like say, na riots they happen. They say because the transport are not take advantage. 300 to 500 naira. When you don't go up, when you know what is coming back. See, let us be sincere. Let Nigeria government change their heart thinking and let Nigeria live accordingly.
All right. Well, come on, Mr. Makinde and give me our reviews. This is what I want to say. The economic of Nigeria is going much hard. Okay, this morning I want to go to Alaba, but when I reach Agege, from Agege to Yoruba, they don't know how much they call 2,000 plus. I have to return back. To tell us that things are going hard in Nigeria, and now the software is going to 2,000 per liter. How do you think that the citizens will live, can stand, where the governors, the president, the arms of the government, they are enjoying? They don't want to care for what is going on for the citizen. They don't want. Let us have ourselves the reality. Nigeria is going down. I don't think that Nigeria can stand up again. And now Tinubu have already collapsed Nigeria. Some of which is government. They have collapsed Nigeria. Nigeria is not moving forward. Let us have ourselves the reality. What is going on? Things are not moving fine. Things are not moving fine in this nation. Let the government, I don't know how the government will reverse it back. I'm not going to say I can do it. He comes in for 2023. Nigeria are falling back. When he said that he can do it, he cannot do it again. He can't do it again. I'm not going to begging. Who will rescue Nigeria? He can never rescue Nigeria.
All right, Oluwade Taiwo is telling you to call out your governors and not President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Call your governors. You increase subsidy. You remove subsidy. You get money from the subsidy. Why can't you use it and repair Nigeria or to repair the refinery? What have they used that money to do? Instead, you're taking the money given to governors.
He said your governors are getting allocation.
Allocation? Is it benefiting us? I'm not to even know what he's doing.
You see what he's doing? That's another systematic brainwash house. So take you, Jack, take this money, give it to this guy. I give you the money, I did not give it to that guy. I will question you. If I don't question you, you will feel all right.
Oh, yes.
Okay, now you give the money to government to make his citizen be okay. And now they never do anything. And you leave the government alone. So you are not saying I should go and meet the governor. How will I meet the governor? We don't have authority. Even local government chairman, you don't have authority to question a city governor. So the president has to do the needful.
All right, Sunday says, Ben Jack, why are you complaining? Enjoy your Nigeria.
Nigeria? Well, reality, I am not a real born of Nigeria. I'm a man who comes from the Republic of Biafra. On the road to leave Biafra and to tell the reality. On the road to leave Biafra, we tell Nigeria how to govern themselves.
All right, Odulade says your governors get more money these days. Ashwaju is doing what he has to do.
That is what I'm saying. Yeah, you are still going to the reality language when you're pure. Hold your governor. How long will you hold your governor?
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution, and to my esteemed viewers on the platform, I say a big thank you to you for joining me this morning. I'll be back here tomorrow by God's grace. If you are watching the program for the first time, kindly subscribe to the channel. Also share the program and hit the like button. Drop your comments in the comment section regarding what we discussed this morning. That's if you'll be watching the program after this live broadcast. I'm Michael Adekunle. Goodbye.